Hi, everyone. Welcome back to the Relationship and Love Classroom. In our last episode, we talked about a healthy sacrifice and losing yourself in a relationship. If you can remember what we spoke about, exactly that. We spoke about how love requires giving, all right, but not at the expense of your identity. Today, we are going deeper into that conversation because many people lose themselves in relationships because there are things that they are not able to identify. And one of the major reasons why this does happen is that they don't feel emotionally safe. They don't feel emotionally safe. So today we are going to talk about emotional safety in relationships. What is emotional safety? Emotional safety basically is just that you can be yourself, you can say whatever you want to say, you can express your fears, your frustrations, you can share every other thing with your partner, and you are very much aware that whatever you share with him or her is not going to be used against you. There are people who are in relationships who have opened up and said things about their past, things that they have done, and their partners are using those things against them. So to become emotionally safe in the presence of your partner, it means that you have seen this person as somebody that you can pour out your heart to, your frustrations, your secrets, and everything that is about you, without feeling that the person is going to use it against you. The person is not going to give you names. The person is not going to despise you because of all that. Because there are people who will listen to you, they will act as though they really care about how you feel. But in reality, they are just waiting for an opportune time to use those very things that you have confided in them to share with them against you. So if you are not emotionally safe with somebody, it really affects your relationships because you don't know what you are going to say that will be used against you. You don't know what you are going to do that will be used against you. You don't know whatever your partner will stand on and do the things that they would like to do. It is something to say that, yes, this is where my heart feels comfortable. I can do anything and my partner will not call me names. I can tell him or her how I feel and they will not give me names. I can open up, pour out all that I have gone through in this life as my past, even before meeting them, and you are pretty sure that their heart is a safe place for you so that you can feel comfortable. When you find yourself in relationships like that, your emotional safety is assured. But if you are not emotionally safe, then your relationship will suffer some degree of jolt. Yes, so without emotional safety, love becomes a performance because you need to meet certain standards. And with emotional safety, love becomes a connection. Love becomes a connection when you feel emotionally safe. What are the real life situations that will show that you are not emotionally safe? One, each time you are going to talk to your partner, you have to rehearse over and over again what you are going to say to him or her because you cannot be assured of the response that you are going to get. So before you go to him, you think, what am I going to say to him? How can I package this thing? Your communication becomes a package all the time. You have to package your communication to your partner because you are not emotionally safe. It's because when you go and say something right now, he or she is going to pick a case out of it and use it against you. So you have to rehearse before you go to him or her. You can't express your real self. Like you feel they describe you, you feel that you are ungrateful, they will tell you that you are demanding, they call you all kinds of names because you have to do everything as though you are walking on eggshells. You suffer silently because you cannot communicate. You are scared when the thing hits you, when you are hurting, when you are in pain and all that, because you cannot get the kind of response that you will need from your partner. You are careful. So instead of going to talk about it, you want to keep it to yourself and you suffer within silently. This kills your emotions. It kills your very, very being within you. Because you are in a relationship and it's just like nothing really works until you put in extra work. Relationships don't grow just on their own. Efforts are put in it, but not when the relationship comes like you are walking on eggshells. You suffer silently. You swallow pain because speaking up may be used against you. You overplease. You do everything for the relationship to work. Not because that is what you want to do, but because you are not emotionally safe, you don't know what will be used against you. You don't know what the next statement about you or description about you will be. So, because of that, you overplace. Everything you do, you want to do it extra. You want to be extra nice. You want to go to the next length where naturally you wouldn't have loved to go because you want to please your partner. So you overplace. You give so much to keep the relationship going, which of course shouldn't have been the case because you are trying to please your partner. You don't want him or her to find faults with you and all that. Everybody in a relationship would want to have a swift and a sweet sailing relationship. But these things are supposed to be natural. When there's connection, you don't really find difficulty in telling your partner what it is, how you feel about something, what your fears are, and all that. That is where it becomes a connection. But when it's a performance, everything is theatrical. It comes more like you are acting through. You hide parts of yourself. You can't genuinely be yourself. Your emotions, your ideas, your dreams, your aspirations, everything that defines you as a human being, you have to keep it to yourself because when you talk about it, sometimes even when you share your dreams with your partner, they discourage you because in some relationships there's competition. The man doesn't want the woman to get certain things more than him, and vice versa. And when it happens that way, you will see that people are afraid to share what their dreams are. I should be comfortable to tell you that next year I want to go to school. Next year I want to change jobs. Next year I want to do this. That is the kind of conversation that should ensue between partners. But when you are not emotionally safe, these are not conversations that you can have because there'll be a backlash. You hear words like, oh, as for you, I'm not sure you can go to school again. I don't think that you are qualified to take this job. I don't think you are this. I don't think you are that. Everything is just about what you are not able to do again because that individual feels that when you get that opportunity, you are going to be better than the person. But when you are in a relationship where everybody realizes or knows that the survival of this relationship depends on both partners because there is one genuine concern, there is one direction that you all go to. If your partner is succeeding, it is you who is succeeding. When your partner is not succeeding, you should see that it is you who is not succeeding. Therefore, if you are in a relationship where you don't feel that you are emotionally safe, then all your dreams and everything dies with you. Probably you may have to share those with outsiders, and you'll be surprised that that outsider who is not in any competition with you can give you the ideas that you need to go to the next level. So you don't have to hide yourself to be in a relationship. You need to be yourself. When you're emotionally safe, these things come naturally. They are not supposed to be theatrical. They are not supposed to be performed. It comes stress. Now, I want us to talk about how emotional safety protects you from losing yourself. One, it helps you to maintain your voice. How do you maintain your voice? You don't pretend. You be your real self. When you are communicating, you know what you are communicating about. When you are talking, you know what you are talking about. When you want to put statements across, anything that you want to put across, you do it without losing your voice. Mind you, that is not to be disrespectful. No. Losing your voice does not mean that you are being disrespectful or otherwise. But being yourself, okay, it helps you keep your emotional boundaries. You know there are boundaries beyond which you don't want to go. It gives you some safety net as to where you want to go with an issue or not. It helps you to express exactly how you feel about an issue. A relationship becomes beautiful when both partners feel like I can be me, I can say what I want to say, I can do what I want to do, and it will not be used against me. I know that I can share my past with you, you will still love me. I know I can tell you what my fears are, and you will still love me. Your love should not be based on whatever the person has shared with you. Otherwise, you would see outsiders now coming to tell you things that you have not heard from your partner directly. And you are the same person who will come and say that, I've heard this about you, I've heard that about you, I've heard that about you. Why didn't you tell me? The person has not been able to share that with you because he or she knows that you will use it against them because they don't feel emotionally safe with you. And probably you have demonstrated it over a period of time. So they are very careful what they want to share with you. They tell you one thing one moment, and the few days after, you are using it against them. That is why you did this some time ago. I can now understand why that thing happened to you. I can now understand simply because I have shared my past with you, simply because I have shared my dreams with you, simply because I've shared my frustrations with you. So you have an opportunity to use them against me. So that partner is not emotionally safe. This is how emotionally safety can indirectly affect and destroy your relationship. It will kill your inner being. It will kill your soul within you. You are in a relationship and you are walking on eggshells because you are not safe in the hands of your partner. That is not supposed to be what it is. Okay? So, practical steps that you have to take to build an emotionally safe relationship. One, talk to understand and not to win. Don't talk because you want to win. Talk so that you can be understood by your partner. Good connection brings all this about. You talk because you want the connection to be there. It's not because you want to score a point. You want to be victorious. You win an argument because it is me. I want to prove that, yes, you don't know anything. I want to prove that, yes, you have this weakness. I want to prove that this is it. No, you talk so that you can understand. Don't look for victory in a relationship. In every relationship, it is about the success of the relationship. Nobody should go into a relationship. You want to win an argument. You mean people down, they make mistakes, and then you use it against them. You are looking for an opportune time to use those very things against them. Your feelings must be validated. You don't have to agree, all right, but acknowledge that I've gone wrong. Tell the person, I can understand what you are saying. That is validation. It is not that you just say, I can understand because you want to say, really, really actually understand what the person is saying. So you give the person validation. So you practice soft communication. See, there are issues that come up, and then you are angry. The way you feel about whatever it is, you want to communicate like that. When you are angry and you make comments, sometimes when you do introspection, you will ask yourself, why did I even say these things? Words, once they get out of our mouths, we have no control over how people interpret the words that we use for them. We have no control. How people understand what we say to them, we have no control. You may say something very simple, something that you expect that your partner will understand, but the person will put a spin on it, and you'll be like, this is not what exactly I am trying to put across. But because of the anger, because of the way you presented it, it looks like you have not communicated well. Okay? So avoid harsh words, shouting, blaming each other, and all that. It is not necessary. Let your partner feel emotionally safe before you. Let them run to you when everybody else feels them. Let them come to you and find safe haven with you. Let them know that when people try to do all manner of things to you, when it is difficult out there and you come home, I am here for you. Come and talk to me. I will listen to you. I will give you my shoulder to cry on. That is what emotional safety is all about. Be accountable. When you go wrong, just accept that you have gone wrong. Don't share any blames. Apologize, make amends, and move to the next level. We are not accountable for the things that we do simply because we feel that it affects our ego, especially my brothers. Sometimes we know very well that the things that the women say is true, but because of the ego that we have naturally, we will not want to accept some of these things. But when you are accountable, you've gone wrong. Yes, I did this. I'm sorry about it. I did not intend to do that. I didn't mean it. Forgive me. I'll make adjustments to it and I'll make amends and change over. That is what is expected from us or of us. So accountability is key. Practice soft communication. Validate your communication and validate your feelings. And also talk to be understood. Don't talk because you want to win. Don't talk because you want to win. In relationships, victory does not make relationships thrive. Yeah. So the next point is honor each other's identity. Support each other. Support each other's dreams, their personalities, their friendships, and their purpose when they share with you. When safety is present, love flows naturally. Fear and love cannot live in the same room. So if there is emotional safety, there's no fear. But if there is none, then you can be sure the opposite. So let there be love. When there's love, there will be emotional safety because your partner knows that they can be themselves before you and you will not use it against them. If your heart is safe, your love will grow. But if your heart is not safe, your identity will shrink. That is it. It will shrink. And when your identity shrinks, then you are losing yourself gradually. And then in your quiet moments, you want to find out if there is anything actually wrong with you. Choose relationships where you can breathe, you can speak, you can dream, be yourself, and be loved. If today's teaching in the classroom has helped you, don't forget to like, share it, and go to the comment section. If it has really helped you or you have challenges dealing with this, send me a message. We will discuss it so we together we can build healthy relationships. See you in the next classroom.